Hey, what up, everybody? Stevie Breeze coming to you. The news out today, pretty much, is that the Sin Cara feud versus Sin Cara is going to be put into place. I think this is about the only way to save this character, sort of erase Hunico from the record books, I guess you can say, and sort of move on and give him pretty much a fresh start and give him an explanation for the reason why, just that Sin Cara hasn't been getting the reaction that he's been getting for the last little while. Um, basically, they like to say that only 10% of us read the dirt sheets and, look into it and get into the outside. But, the truth is that, when you go to the shows, I guess you could say the marks that are out there when they mix with the general people, when you're sitting there and you're watching a wrestling show for 2 or 3 hours, they tend to talk. And, if you're one of the 10%ers, you're going to be, showing off any little bit of information you have to any people that are around you that's going to listen to you. So, I mean, it's not like people that are going to these shows don't know that this isn't the real, I guess you can say, Mystico and Hunico. And I'm to the point now where I just want this angle to be over with and done, just for the fact that every time I make a Sin Cara video, I don't have to talk about which one it is. I just, just bring the regular guy back. To me, it really doesn't matter. I'm not the hugest Sin Cara fan. I think that this character can get to the point that he's over. Some people ate me up for the fact that I think he just needs to slow down a little bit in the ring. But that's just me. I think the mistakes that he's making and the way that the internet, people sort of call him botchmania and crap like that. It just to me, I think he has the same problem that Sabu came in. He came in, tried to go 150 miles an hour, and they just said just slow down. That's one thing that can solve it for you. Um, there's a lot of problems that could turn up in this they've done Undertaker versus Undertaker at SummerSlam, and that was the shits. I believe that's the main event of the show, and you basically just watch that show up to that point. And you can just turn it off and let it go. They picked the guy, Brian Lee. He was in the Disciples of Apocalypse. He was Chains, I believe, is who he was, and he was in ECW for a little bit. But except for that, I mean, being fake Undertaker is about all he's really known for. He was managed by Ted DiBiase, and he was like inches shorter. He had basically the hair looked the same and everything. He just, when they went to go eye to eye, they never really fixed the problem that one guy was shorter than the other. And that sort of gave it away to everybody right off the bat, whether if you knew what was going on, if you didn't know what was going on. And then also, they've done Kane versus Kane. That match is horrible. The whole angle was bad. He talked to Luke Gallows, who played fake Kane. He did the Art of Wrestling, and they brought it up with Colt Cabana, and they talked about it for a little bit. And it's just bad. Whatever show it's at, you don't even have to really track it down because basically the whole thing was that the fake Kane was coming into WWE, and basically they ended the match by just Kane throwing fake Kane out of the arena, and he never came back again. And that was the end of the storyline, which a lot of people liked. For Sin Cara versus Sin Cara, I Sin Cara's never talked. I don't think he ever will talk. Surprise, surprise, he does know English. When we all went to WrestleMania Access, it was the group of us. It was Luke Cage, Assault and Battery, Miguel, freaking yeah, 88. Got to keep it kayfabe around here, and I. We got up to meet him, and we all went through, and I didn't know what the hell to talk to him because he had an interpreter there, but I didn't really want to waste the guy's time talking through an interpreter, so I just had him sign my encyclopedia and just said, hey, good luck, good to see you. Uh, freaking yeah, 88 showed off his Spanish skills and and dropped some Espanol on him. And funny thing was, he answered him in English, which blew all our minds. But I don't know. He does know, but I don't think this Sin Cara, character. I don't think he's ever going to speak. I think it would kill it a lot. Basically, going back to Kane, when Kane was the big red monster that never really spoke at all, when they finally were able to get him to talk with that, hello everybody, that sort of killed it for me. That was when Kane sort of lost all of his appeals, and then he got to the point now where he talks with just a normal voice. I don't even think they ever really explained how he got his voice back. But it just doesn't make sense. There's no manager for this Sin Cara or the other Sin Cara. So when the other one debuts, how are we gonna know who's good Sin Cara and bad Sin Cara? Who's the heel? Who's the face? Who's Hunico? Who's Mystico? Are they gonna keep the same mask on them and the same clothes on them, where they're dressed in the same colors? Are they gonna do like or one of them has different tints to them, like a home and away jersey in football or baseball? Basically, are they gonna put little subtitles at the bottom of the screen for us so we know what they're thinking or what they're saying? Is they're just sort of like, it just doesn't make sense.